When I tell you the look of shock on my face, I had never experienced madness on this level.
All right, guys, we got to talk about this sad video. Okay, we got two random guys, okay, pretty much fighting over a woman they just met. Okay, the woman herself is completely random to these two guys. Okay, you hate to see it, but let's go ahead and take a look.
Let's talk about the time that two men I had met in the same day got into a fight over me. You'll be the judge about whether or not it was over me. So this was like, I want to say 2018, 2019. And one of my college friends invited me out to brunch with a couple of her guy friends. The weather was so nice that we were like, hey, let's keep the vibes going. So we go back to their place to just like take some time to regroup and decide to go to a day party. The day party was at Hudson Terrace, which is now known as Harbor, but if you know, back in the day, it was Hudson Terrace. So we go, someone catches my attention and, you know, we start interacting. And I like noticed that one of the guys that, you know, I hung out with that I met at brunch is like kind of like lingering around and like kind of like staring. So, you know, I'm continuing to dance and interact with this guy. What are we gonna call the brunch guy? We can call him, let's call him Leo. Leo, who I just met a few hours prior at brunch, comes over to the guy who I met at the day party, and we can call him Bobby. So Leo goes over to Bobby. I'm standing right there, by the way. And Leo goes, hey, that's my girlfriend. Mind you, I'm standing right there, so I hear exactly what he...
Never claim a woman that's not yours. I mean, come on, bro. Yeah, definitely don't want to do that because, you know, it's pretty much going to make you look bad in her eyes, right? She's probably thinking, you know, what is this guy doing? He's claiming me and he's hanging around. He's kind of clingy. Plus, you could potentially get into a disagreement with the guy, depending on if he's reasonable or not. If she was with you from brunch and y'all are in the same place and she's here flirting with other guys and she's doing it right in front of your face, okay, it's overtly in your face. I mean, you already know what you need to know, right? There's nothing further that you really need to investigate, right? You know, just simply move on at that point in time. Okay, I get it. Y'all probably had a vibe and y'all were kicking it. Maybe you bought her a few drinks and, you know, paid for her brunch or, you know, whatever food they had, what have you. And he's probably feeling a certain way, right? He probably feels a little disrespected. Now, I get it. She is single. She's able to do whatever she wants to do. You know, she's probably thinking to herself, hey, I'm going to go ahead and socialize with other guys because I'm single. Okay. She's not really taking you into consideration. And, you know, this is for all the guys that are talking to women, not necessarily in a relationship. If y'all are not in a relationship and she's not your girlfriend, chances are there's other guys around. Okay. You are not alone.
When I tell you the look of shock on my face, I had never experienced madness on this level. So Bobby turns to me and he's like, is this true? Like, this guy is saying that you're his girlfriend. I'm so confused. I'm dumbfounded. And I turned to Bobby and I was like, I just met this man today. Like, I just met this man today. Bobby turns back to Leo, goes, hey dude, like, she says she doesn't really know you. Mind you, I just want to say, I think it's really crazy that these two men are really having a conversation in front of me about me, like on some weird, just like territorial stuff, which is why I was like, it was not over me. I'm not going to take credit for something that the male ego is completely responsible for.
Yeah, but she likes the attention, right? She likes two guys fighting over her. Some women will actually find that attractive, okay? Not necessarily the guys that are fighting within the situation, but just the fact that guys are actually, you know, invested in her to the point where they're getting into a heated argument and possibly getting into a physical altercation. Yeah, some women will find that attractive. And now you're in a position where you're pretty much treating her like a celebrity, okay? If you're gonna treat her like a celebrity, she's gonna treat you like a fan.
Hey, she says she just met you, like, I think you should just chill. Basically trying to tell him like, yo, like, you should just chill. Like, she doesn't really want to talk to you. But Leo wasn't really feeling that, which is kind of crazy. And like, I don't remember exactly what he said after that, but it was just whatever he said, it further enhanced the idea that this man was not well. And Leo was not really backing down. He starts kind of raising his voice and gets in Bobby's face. And then Leo kind of shoves Bobby back. I learned this about Bobby after the fact. But Bobby at the time was active in the army. So besides the fact that it was very clear that he worked out, I learned later that this man is in the army. Bobby shoves him back. And honestly, I don't know if it was that Leo is just very weak or the floor was slippery or Bobby happened to be very strong. The shove back didn't really look that crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't look that crazy. Nevertheless, Bobby pushes Leo back and Leo goes flying. And now it becomes pretty clear to everyone in the room that there is a fight happening. Like, then they start really trying to go at it.
Yeah, that's not a good look. You're flying across the room, getting into a disagreement over a woman that y'all just met. Yeah, that's not good.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Part of me had always wanted to be that girl that's like, oh my God, guys, stop fighting, like, stop.
What did I tell you guys? Women love these type of scenarios, okay? They low-key like chaos. Two guys fighting over them, you know, that's going to boost her ego.
But at this point in time, I wasn't stupid. And I was like, I don't know either of these men, and I'm not about to risk my dainty little life trying to, you know, encourage two men that I just met to not fight. I just stood there, and it was really funny because while I was standing there watching everything happen, there was a third guy who had I had a conversation with at the day party, and he I could tell that he was trying to flirt or whatever, but I wasn't really interested. And it's funny because he was still nearby, and he comes back to me, or he's like watching this fight happen, and he turns to me and he's like, you see what you caused? And I was like, this is not me. This is not me. But it also very much so was like...
That third dude was trying to get in. He was trying to weasel his way, get in where you fit in. Again, this is not a good look. This is not a good look, okay? The woman that y'all are fighting over, she's pretty much stepping back and saying, y'all get into that fight. That's y'all business, okay? So she's pretty much washing her hands from the situation, even though she's the main reason why they're fighting to begin with. Okay, this is, you know, an example of why it's not even worth it, right? You're fighting over a woman that doesn't care about you, right? She don't care if, you know, God forbid one of them get poked, or, you know, somebody pulls out a toolie or some sort of weapon. You know, she don't even care, right? She's not even gonna care if something happens to you. So this is just an L. Okay, flat out L.
Is this what Helena Troy felt like? Like, is this what she felt like? At any rate, bouncers get in the mix and they figure out who was fighting, and they're like, both of you have to go. At that point, I kind of felt bad because, like, on the real, it really wasn't Bobby's fault that the fight ensued. Like, Leo was really crazy. And so I kind of stepped in and went to the bouncer and was like, no, like, it really was him, as in Leo, who started it. And so the bouncer let Bobby stay. I don't condone physical violence at all. I actually really don't like it. I don't even like arguments. Like, I don't like when people raise their voices. But, like, I don't know, what was Bobby supposed to do? My friend and I ended up leaving to go to our college friend's housewarming. And Bobby actually tried to see me. Later that evening, I saw him like during the week after, but he wasn't based in New York. He was still in the army, and I didn't really even see things going anywhere anyways, and I don't even think I was trying to have anything serious. So
all right, guys, so there you have it. After all of that kerfuffle and furniture moving, you know, she wasn't even interested in any of them to begin with. Yeah. You don't want to be in this situation, okay? Don't want to be in this situation. Definitely a learning experience for the two gentlemen. Let me know how you guys would handle this situation. I'm curious as to how you would kind of process this, go ahead and leave me a comment in the comment section. And until next time.